Hello. In this video, we're going to go through how to solve the vba6.dll error. When you're running this on Windows 7 or Windows 8, depending on which version of Excel you have and what add-ins you've actually put into your computer, you may occasionally get this error. If it presents itself, it will present itself the first time you try to run a macro. And so the fix here that I go through is how to change the library settings. It's fairly simple and straightforward, so any novice should be able to follow along. Let's take a look. Okay, here we are at the FSG predictor input page. The way that the vba6.dll error presents itself is anytime you try to run a macro, you will get an error. Normally it'll say file not found. Sometimes it'll identify a piece of code that it doesn't understand. But generally it's this file not found. If I go ahead and hit OK, it'll bring me to the VBA window. And the first thing I want to do is reset the code and then click on Tools and References. And if I click at the top here where it says Visual Basic for Applications, you can see that this location here is putting me into the System Wow 64 MSBVM60.dll. This is the wrong library for VBA. So if it says something similar to this, then you know that the fix that I'm going to present to you is going to work. So I'll go ahead and hit OK. Go ahead and let's just close this. And now what I want to do is follow these instructions here. So the first step, we've already checked the references. Next we're going to find that VBE file, and depending on what version of Windows and what version of Office you have, this path may be slightly different. So we'll go ahead and find it for you. Next we're going to edit the registry using a regedit. Then we're going to paste this new path into it, and then we're going to restart the computer and it should work. So the next step here is to find this VBE file. So to do that, what we can do is open up a Windows Explorer, go into your C drive, and then go into Program Files x86. Now what I'm going to type in here is vba7.dll. The error itself was vba6.dll, but really what you want to look for is vbe7. And you can see when I do that and do a search, it finds several of them. So I'm just going to go to the first one here. I'm going to do a right click on it. Whoops. I'm going to highlight it first. Then I'm going to do a right click and open the file location. I don't want to open the file itself. I just want to open the location so that I can get the path. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this open. And let's go back to our instructions. And so we found the file. So next we want to edit the registry using the regedit command. In Windows 7 and Windows 8 it's the same thing. Windows 7 you come down here and just type regedit, and you can see regedit pops up. If you're in Windows 8 you just do your search and do a regedit as well. Hopefully you are an administrator on your computer. If not, you've got other problems. And what will pop up is your registry. What I would do is write down this path or put the video on pause and then have it off to the side of the screen. Because this is the path that Windows uses, although this may be a 7, that Windows uses to go to the library reference for Excel, for VBA. So this path here, HKey, classes, roots, type lib, this long thing here, and then a 6, a 9, and a Win32. So go ahead and put it on pause, write this down, look at it. If I go to my registry, you can see that that's what I've done. H classes root. And scroll down here. Oops, there it is. Type lib. There's that long string of code. 6, 9, Win32. And you can see that the name here is that syswow64 msvbvm60.dll. So this is the one that we want to change. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to click on Modify. Actually, before I do that, let's go back to our search. And at this point, I want to go to Properties. And then I'm going to do a left click and drag across this location. Then I'm going to do a copy. So right click and then select copy. So now I've got this path saved. Go ahead and click cancel. Now I'm going to come to my registry, do a right click, modify. Now I'm going to do a paste. So now I got that new path in there, and then I just want to finish it off by saying the actual file we want is vba6.dll. Hit OK, and now you can see that it's changed in our VBE. Or I'm sorry, in the registry it's been changed. All right, so now we can close this. Now we can close this, and you can see the next step here is to restart your computer. So go ahead and restart your computer. When you reboot it back up, it should work. Let's go ahead and take a look at mine. So if I come here, if I open up my VBA editor, go to Tools, References, VBA, you can see I've got that path. So with that, we are done. If I were to come here and just do a quick sort of something, you can see now I don't get that error anymore. Everything's reset. All right, good luck.